Chadian President Idriss Déby was greeted by junta members in Niger's capital, Niamey, and met with their leader after attending a summit of the West African bloc, the ECOWAS. The bloc has cut ties with Niger following last week's coup and threatened to use force if the country's democratically elected president, Mohamed Bazoum, is not reinstated. So far, their warning have fallen on deaf ears. The junta has refused to back down and accused the ousted government of authorizing French strikes to free Bazoum.
As part of its research into ways and means to intervene militarily in Niger, France, with the complicity of certain Nigerians, held a meeting at the headquarters of Niger National Guard to obtain the necessary political and military authorizations. Mr. Hassoumi Massoudou, acting as Prime Minister, signed the document, of which this is the tone. I, the undersigned, Hassoumi Massoudou, Foreign Minister, Interim Prime Minister, authorized the French partners to carry out strikes on the presidential palace in order to free the President of Niger, Mohamed Bazoum, who is taken hostage. This serves as official notice, signed Interim Prime Minister.
The French Foreign Ministry responded, saying that the only authority it recognizes as legitimate in Niger is Bazoum's, and that its priority is the safety of French citizens and interests in Niger, nothing beyond that. President Déby also met with Bazoum, the first time the ousted president has been seen since the military detained him last week. This came after thousands of coup supporters marched through streets of Niamey on Sunday and attacked the French embassy, denouncing the former colonial power and throwing tear gas. France has around 1,500 troops in Niger, which is one of its last allies in the Sahel region, since French forces had to withdraw from neighboring Mali earlier this year. Anti-French sentiment runs high in some former African colonies, with Russian and Chinese influence growing. While pro-Russian sentiments were visible at some demonstrations, the Kremlin is calling for all sides to show restraint and for the fastest possible return to legal order. But as the junta digs in, many fear the conflict-hit region is become more and more fragile. Kubra Akkoc, TRT World.